Have you ever wondered what happens when giant trucks and heavy equipment fall into the hands of inexperienced or reckless drivers? Get ready for dangerous stunts and deadly mistakes in this video that is sure to blow your mind. This truck driver is really reckless. How could he not pay attention to the height of the car and try to cross the bridge like that? The screeching sound of tires tore through the silence. The truck carrying 20 tons of sand lost control and crashed into the security fence. The strong impact shook the area, covering it with sand and dust. The car was blocking the road. Its front was severely deformed, causing a serious traffic jam with more than 200 vehicles stuck. The truck shook violently, spinning upside down on the highway like a wild animal out of control. Can you guess how this tense situation will play out? The truck overturned on the side of the road, blocking the lane, causing serious traffic obstruction. Appearing on the slippery ice road, a powerful green dump truck pulled a stuck white Euro 4320ii truck, its wheels screeching as it tried to grip the icy road surface. The blue color of the dump truck stands out among the white snow, creating a dramatic scene when both vehicles sway and slide slightly. Image of two giant excavators, each weighing more than 50 tons, attacking a large dam together. Each powerful shovel caused the concrete to crumble and fall to the ground, surprising everyone with its destructive power. The dam wobbled and collapsed, creating a spectacular scene filled with horror in the dust. Out of nowhere, a pile of goods crashed onto the road, turning the motorbike into a reluctant rocket, taking the rider on an unwanted flight. If you like this car rescue video, leave comment number 1. Please subscribe to the channel to discover more cool machines. You will be shocked to see about the truck fire on I-15, where the driver was lucky to escape in time before the vehicle caught fire, but was still seriously injured and had to be hospitalized. The train whistle sounded. The driver panicked and stepped on the accelerator, but it was too late. In a split second, he decided to jump out of the cabin just in time to hear the horrifying sound of metal colliding as the truck was crushed by the train. The white truck recklessly crossed the rushing water. What were they thinking? It's unbelievable. The motor vehicle emitted thick smoke and flames flared up fiercely, creating a terrifying scene. The excavator slowly used a bucket to climb onto the truck, but the force was too strong, causing the truck to swing and lose balance. It's unbelievable. The whole scene held their breath in fear when the truck's wheels left the ground. Just one small mistake and everything could collapse. Admire the excavator like an athlete, overcoming all dangerous terrain to conquer the peak. Too much. Oh my. The excavator crushed the car as easily as candy. In a terrifying moment, the crane suddenly lost its balance while lifting a large load, causing a serious incident on the construction site. With 3 remaining wheels, the car recklessly rushed on the road, threatening the lives of pedestrians and causing traffic jams. The scene was chilling as the heavy truck, weighing 20 tons, slowly approached, crushing the light truck below like an ant. When the collision occurred, a loud explosion rang out and the small car was crushed and completely deformed. A loud bang ripped through the air. The giant crane weighing 50 tons lost its balance and collapsed. The giant mass of iron and steel tilted, crushing everything around it. The scene of destruction made those who witnessed it shudder. A powerful excavator is diligently bulldozing along a hillside in the Chechen Republic, creating waves of earth that rolled downwards. The job went smoothly as the cat excavator overcame all obstacles on rough terrain. Witness a cat excavator diligently bulldozing along a rugged hillside in the Chechen Republic, suddenly creating waves of earth that rolled downwards in an impressive and surprising scene. Can you believe that a 20-ton machine can land so smoothly? The brand new Komatsu PC21010 was slowly unloaded from the trailer, without the need for ramps or rams. The skilled operator uses a bucket to gradually land on the ground, surprising everyone around. The exquisite operation of the excavator in this situation is truly impressive. Why did they have to call a crane? Did something happen there? The fire from house number 5 on Kiwani Street flared up, dyeing the sky red. Black smoke and a burning smell spread throughout the area. Neighbors stood from afar, their hearts pounding, watching their familiar home be destroyed by the fire. Join us in towing the overturned truck in Santa Elena that rescue teams are trying to straighten little by little. The work was tense as the car slowly returned to its original position amid the excitement of everyone around. On a winding road in the San Esteban forest, a logging truck lost control on a steep slope, crashed through a guard fence, and flipped onto its side. Wood was scattered everywhere, causing chaos, but luckily no one was injured. Witness the red truck with a load of 10 tons slowly crawling on the muddy trail, its wheels spinning, splashing mud and dirt. Every time we move forward, the car bogs down again, the engine roaring in despair. The driver, sweating profusely, anxiously watched the car struggle against the force of nature. Finally, after many futile efforts, the truck had to stop helplessly, waiting for help. Watch as the icebreaker bravely advances, chunks of ice crumbling under its power, as it makes its way to save the ship trapped in the icy landscape. On October 22, 2020 in Sweden, a giant crane suddenly collapsed, crushing many vehicles and causing great damage. Witnesses said they heard a loud bang before the incident occurred. After 2 hours of effort, the giant crane finally lowered its iron arm, clamped and lifted the overturned truck, placing it back on its wheels amid the sighs and cheers of the rescue team. Impressive image of a truck carrying 20 tons of goods slowly crossing a fast-flowing river, its wheels submerged deep in the cold water. Each spin creates a dramatic scene as the water splashes. Finally, after a challenging journey, the vehicle successfully crossed the river, delivering goods to the Enzejstenenskoy mine in harsh conditions. Do you think it will get out? The car was stuck in the mud. The wheels were spinning but could not escape the thick layer of mud, creating a scene of helplessness. The telehandler lost balance and collapsed onto the construction site, causing a serious incident. Roads are slippery. Visibility is limited. Please slow down and stay alert. Traffic safety comes first. Learn about the rescue work of the Bergen crane pulling the front of a car that fell from a height of 12 meters at La Almarcha, Cuenca. The cable was hooked to the damaged front of the car, and under precise control, the crane slowly lifted the car. After a few tense minutes, the front of the car was safely brought onto the road, completing a challenging rescue. The act of recklessly overtaking both sides of a motorbike convoy is extremely dangerous, easily leading to loss of control and collision. Not only does it threaten the practitioner's life, but it also endangers others. Luckily this time, there was no accident, but it was an important reminder about obeying traffic laws and being safe on the road. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw the terrible accident happening right in front of me. The impact was so strong that it made me shiver. No one expected that such a tragic accident would occur when the truck lost control and crashed straight into a herd of cows, leisurely grazing on the side of the road. Witness a 36-year-old excavator, although old, still working hard at an Austrian quarry. During a lifting session, the excavator's fork floated, making everyone worried. Thanks to experience, the operator promptly handled and brought the fork back safely, proving the durability of the old excavator. In a river in Japan, the small Suzuki Jimmy was swept away in floodwaters, but the rugged Jeep Wrangler appeared in time to help, creating a meaningful story about friendship and solidarity. With a defiant look on his face, the truck driver deliberately swerved, cutting across the lane of traffic. In the midst of a fierce fire, firefighters still calmly deployed rescue measures. With high-pressure water hoses, they bravely rushed into the fire, trying to control the raging fire. Despite facing many difficulties and dangers, the soldiers remained undeterred and determined to protect the lives and property of the people. The incident occurred when the traffic was busy in Dubai. The Lamborghini suddenly caught fire, black smoke billowing out. The driver panicked and escaped when the fire engulfed the supercar. Witnessing this horrifying scene, everyone could not help but be shocked. Even though the fire department arrived quickly, the Lamborghini was still almost completely burned, leaving the car's chassis charred in the middle of the street. The logging truck completed its unloading in just under 10 seconds, which was amazing. During the 2017 machinery event, many trucks and tractors, each weighing more than 10 tons, encountered unexpected problems. A tractor tried to climb onto the truck but lost its balance and flipped upside down, causing a chaotic scene. The truck also slid off the slope, causing goods weighing a ton to fall. These incidents are a clear lesson in the importance of technique and safety when operating heavy machinery. At a construction site in South Texas, a 15-ton bulldozer was stuck deep in a mud puddle, its tracks spinning and unable to escape. A 20-ton excavator quickly came to the rescue, using sturdy cables to pull the bulldozer up. The process was stressful. Each wave of mud was dragged along. After many efforts, the bulldozer was finally rescued and returned to the terrain safely thanks to the smooth coordination of the technical team. This past February in northern Sweden, an excavator became bogged in wetlands, leading to a lengthy and challenging rescue. Plans to create ice to reach the scene were abandoned, and instead both vehicles were pulled out after weeks of continuous efforts by rescue teams. Oh well, that cargo truck is dancing again. Loading like a warhorse like that, who dares to carry goods anymore? In a wetland in northern Canada, an excavator used its powerful tongs to grab and remove clumps of mud and planks from a giant beaver dam, much to the horror of onlookers, surprised. With each use of the clamp, the dam was gradually destroyed and water poured through the cracks, quickly lowering the water level and restoring the natural flow, saving the area from flooding. The cart carrying straw swayed and tilted as it tried to overcome the log blocking the way. The wheels slid on the uneven surface. The cart could tip over at any time. On a deserted road, a tow truck is trying to rescue a truck that had an accident on the side of the road. Tight cables hooked tightly to the damaged truck's frame, and the large wheels slowly rolled over rough dirt during the 30-minute effort. After a tense half hour, the truck was finally safely pulled onto the road, ending a challenging rescue. The dramatic pursuit in Cumberland County ended with a Pennsylvania State Police patrol car, badly mangled, with broken lights and a fallen front bumper, leaving a trail of debris on the road. The ZIL 157 raced across the snow-covered road, but suddenly got stuck, its wheels spinning in the thick snow, unable to go any further. Unbelievable scene of trucks falling into the river one after another while crossing the bridge. The vast sea has now turned into a giant sheet of ice under the impact of the harsh climate. The waves that once crashed on the shore now stood still, and boats were stuck in a thick layer of ice. The quiet but powerful scene makes everyone who witnesses it stunned, clearly feeling the harshness and violent changes of nature. On a foggy morning, the cable of the lifting crane suddenly broke, causing the giant machine to lose control and collapse into the sea, causing a loud explosion and creating a giant column of water. The Mercedes-Benz truck was loaded with 20 tons of engine, pressing deep into the road surface. When climbing steeply, black smoke billowed from the exhaust pipe. The engine roared under terrible pressure. The car swayed, struggling to move forward meter by meter in the thick smoke, clearly under heavy pressure from the heavy load. Do you think it will pass this test? The Mercedes-Benz truck was loaded with 20 tons of engine, pressing deep into the road surface. When climbing steeply, black smoke billowed from the exhaust pipe. The engine roared under terrible pressure. The car swayed, struggling to move forward meter by meter in the thick smoke, clearly under heavy pressure from the heavy load. The snowstorm covered the entire road. The school bus was like a boat lost in the sea of ice. Luckily, the rescue team pulled it to safety. On a rainy afternoon, the old bridge could not withstand the weight of an overloaded truck and suddenly collapsed, carrying the vehicle into the stream below, causing a loud explosion and causing pollution. Water source. It was amazing to see the Hägglunds BV 206 powerfully wading through the river, each track firmly clinging to the riverbed. The image of a crane slowly moving down from a towering pile of silage surprised everyone as it maintained its balance on the uneven surface. Although it looked dangerous, the operator skillfully guided the crane safely over the slippery pile of food. You will be amazed to see the mighty Mercedes logging truck rushing into the river in Borneo, its wheels swirling with water as it overcomes the strong current. With such a heavy load, the car still crossed the river impressively, making me impressed with the driver's driving talent. The stellar banner carrying 300,000 tons of iron ore was sunk off the coast of São Luís, Brazil, after running aground on its journey to the Far East. The ship's hull is no longer repairable. Amur Engeline Car, Zorlu M. Kadel Ninsanuku, heavy-duty tractor. The 3075 Phantom is a machine designed to tackle harsh, muddy terrain. With its high-powered engine and sturdy wheels, the Phantom easily pulls heavy loads through conditions that other vehicles cannot overcome. Our scientists are really so smart. It was like a monster floating, stuck in the middle of the ocean. That's too tired to go any further. The situation is too dangerous. If you're not sure, don't take the risk. The situation was recorded by security cameras. The truck lost it. Anyone as stupid as him. Wow. It's really too stubborn. Is it the power of nature that wins, or the power of man? The situation was so bad, the rain and floods lasted for many days, and the road down the mountain was extremely muddy. The bulky wooden cart trudged slowly along the slippery forest road. Every time the wheel rotates, dirt and rocks scatter, making the road even more muddy. It must have taken him all day to be able to move across this road. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Too stupid, the wooden bridge rotted for a long time. The driver's stubbornness created a disaster. The bridge could not hold the heavy vehicle and collapsed as it was about to cross. The goods and wheels fell down and caused enormous damage. Give him oxygen quickly. The car spun out of control and crashed straight into the road railing. The driver was really alert. Park promptly before the front of the vehicle falls over to avoid the worst consequences. Oh no, it fell into the hole. The scene was extremely chaotic on a Norwegian street, with cars lined up along the road covered by a snowstorm. Still acted as if nothing had happened. It was so terrible, the passenger car was dragging a series of cars in the snow. Disaster has struck everyone. Oh, come on! The pickup truck is like a ship sailing in the middle of a muddy ocean. Mud splashed, covering the entire car, black as ink. Every time the wheel turns, the whole car seems to be sucked deeper. Oh my God! How can the car overcome this terrible road? The control is really stupid. You see, the truck with a capacity of 300 to 600 horsepower and a mass of 15,000 to 40,000 kg is slowly flipping into the hole. There was a loud noise and smoke and dust covered everywhere. Spins like a symphony. The difficult situation on the remote road The snowstorm caused limited visibility. The cars, one after another, collided with an accident container on the side of the road, causing a major disaster. The wheels squeaked in the wind. The car turned the steering wheel to block the road. Helplessness prevailed as witnesses could do nothing to help the cars passing through the terrible road. Every move is a step into death's door. If you are careless, the car can drift forever, causing mass collisions. I just missed the throttle and the front of the car came off. The rainy road is slippery, making it difficult to roll. The car struggled all day on the slope, climbing each step with difficulty to make it on time. On the trunk of the car was a whole block of wood waiting for him to take it down. Oh, come on! The truck was as heavy as an elephant trapped in a mud puddle. The wheel spins wildly. The ground splashes. My goodness! How can it get out of this terrible quagmire? Will something magical happen? Everyone stood around, holding their breath, wondering if the car could too make it through.